I was determined to make the grade as a professional footballer. I appeared to be getting nowhere when a stroke of luck fell upon me. All players needed that luck at the start of their careers. Jimmy Murphy. If you were not told otherwise, Traherne Street, in the village of Pentre, in the Rhondda Valley in South Wales, presents a vivid impression of the most uncompromising of upbringings. Two opposing rows of terraced houses line up, tightly packed together on a hill that overlooks the former pit sites. Imagine the scene over 100 years ago, when those collieries were active, and circumstances become harsher still. It was a battle to survive, and whilst it might be a fairy tale stretch to suggest it was a miracle to thrive, it is nonetheless a sobering thought to consider that the man who is arguably more responsible than any other for shaping the cultural identity of football's biggest club was reared on these very streets. And yet, in some ways, it's hardly a surprise when everything discovered about Jimmy Murphy's childhood sows the seed of the man he became. Late in the first decade of the 20th century, William Billy Murphy, a manual labourer from Kilkenny, a city in the southeast of Ireland, arrived in South Wales with the intention of working in the pits. Billy was a widower and travelled with the son from his marriage, Patrick. When it seemed like the rest of Ireland was heading west, maybe it was the fact that he had a son which made Billy make the shorter journey to Wales. Billy travelled straight to one of the biggest pits in the Rhondda Valley, the Maindee Colliery, and was taken on at a time when the industry was thriving. In Pentre, Billy met Florence Louisa Einon, née Scarfield, herself a widow, with 4 sons and a daughter. The pair began a relationship and married. James Patrick Murphy was born to Florence and Billy on Monday, August 8th, 1910. My father was the only child of that marriage, Jimmy's son, Jimmy Jr., said in 2016. Their children, from the previous marriages, were quite a bit older than Jimmy. All of his brothers were minors. He had an elder sister, Mary, who was a lovely woman. She was good company. It would naturally have been a loud household. I gather that being with his brothers is where he learned to handle his drink. It may well have been expected that James would follow the path taken by his father and his brothers, but it was clear from an early age that Florence wanted better for her youngest child. She was determined that he would have a good education and hoped that he would become a school teacher. One of Florence's edicts to James was that in order to have a successful life, he must be a good listener, and likewise he should only speak when he felt he had something sensible to say. He described her as upright and very honest, and said that she ruled the household with devotion and a rod of iron.